Ninjaman's rise to fame wasn't just about music, it was about creating a legacy. From battling on sound systems to taking over the dancehall scene, his name became synonymous with power, charisma, and controversy. But what truly set him apart? His raw, unapologetic style. With hits like Murderer and Zunguzung Guguzunguzing, Ninjaman wasn't just an artist, he was a symbol of the streets. His story was filled with wild moments that kept fans captivated and critics skeptical. As he rose, the world watched, and every step he took seemed to push him further into the spotlight. But as we'll see, this rise was only the beginning, and soon, his empire would begin to crumble. What caused his downfall? You won't believe what happened behind the scenes. Don't miss out on this untold story of Ninjaman's rise to stardom and the shocking twists that followed. Ninjaman's rise. Ninjaman, born Desmond Ballantyne, is a name that resonates deeply in the world of reggae and dancehall music. Known for his raw, unfiltered style and commanding stage presence, he quickly became a dominant figure in the industry during the late 1980s and early 1990s. His rise to fame wasn't just about his music, it was about his persona, his larger-than-life character, and his unapologetic attitude. In his early years, Ninjaman was heavily influenced by the sounds of Jamaican street culture, where he perfected his craft and honed his lyrical skill. He was known for his sharp wit and ability to engage crowds with his storytelling. It wasn't long before his name spread across the island, and he began gaining recognition for his unique blend of hardcore dancehall and reggae. He became a regular feature on popular sound systems, where he showcased his talent, battling against other artists to prove his dominance in the genre. One of Ninjaman's most defining moments came in the early 1990s with the release of his hit singles like Murderer and Zunguzung Guguzunguzing. These songs were instant hits, capturing the hearts of fans and solidifying his place in the music scene. His deep voice, combined with his powerful delivery, made him a standout artist. He wasn't just performing music, he was telling stories about the streets, the struggles, and the harsh realities of life in Jamaica, all while maintaining a charismatic charm that made him unforgettable. But Ninjaman's rise to fame wasn't just about the music. His larger-than-life persona and often controversial actions helped create an image of the bad boy of dancehall. His style, daring, bold, and often brash, made him a favorite among fans, but also a target of critics who didn't always appreciate his rebellious attitude. Despite the controversies, Ninjaman's rise was undeniable. His influence extended beyond music, and he became a symbol of resistance and defiance in a world that often tried to silence voices like his. Family life. Behind Ninjaman's tough exterior and public persona, there was another side to him, his family life. While the public knew him as the notorious bad boy of dancehall, Ninjaman was also a father and a partner. His wife, Tanisha, stood by him through thick and thin, despite the controversies and rumors that often surrounded his life. Together, they had children, and Ninjaman made it clear that, beneath all the drama, his family was important to him. Though his career often kept him away from home, Ninjaman's family remained a central part of his world. He shared that his children were a source of pride and motivation for him, even as his career took him down a difficult path. There were glimpses of a loving father who, when not performing on stage or involved in public feuds, would cherish moments with his family. Ninjaman spoke of his desire to set a good example for his kids, but his lifestyle made it a challenge to balance. However, his turbulent career and ongoing legal issues created a strain on his family life. The constant media attention, criminal allegations, and feuds affected not just his career, but his home life as well. Yet, through all the ups and downs, his wife and children were always there, supporting him as best they could. Ninjaman's family life, while overshadowed by his career, served as a reminder that even the most rebellious public figures have a softer side. Despite the chaos, he remained grounded in his role as a father and a husband, though the struggles he faced eventually took a toll on those closest to him. The downfall. Ninjaman's downfall was a dramatic turn from the highs of his career. After achieving major success in the dancehall scene, his life took a dark twist that overshadowed his musical legacy. The very persona that made him famous, the rebellious, no-holds-barred bad boy image, began to work against him. His involvement in violent altercations, feuds with fellow artists, and his reputation for aggression started to catch up with him. One of the most significant moments in Ninjaman's downfall came when he faced serious criminal charges. In 2009, he was arrested and later convicted for his involvement in a murder case. The trial drew widespread media attention, and the case made headlines across Jamaica. Ninjaman's once glowing career was now tainted by allegations of violence and crime. His legal troubles led to a dramatic loss of his public image as fans began to question his integrity. As his legal battles stretched on, Ninjaman's personal life also began to unravel. His career, once booming with success, came to a screeching halt. The same fans who once cheered for him now turned their backs, and his reputation was severely damaged. The musical industry that had celebrated him now seemed like a distant memory. The downfall of Ninjaman wasn't just a career collapse, it was the loss of his status as one of Jamaica's top entertainers. Despite attempts to stage comebacks and redeem himself, Ninjaman could never fully regain the fame he once enjoyed. His fall from grace served as a cautionary tale, how fame, controversy, and a reckless lifestyle can sometimes lead to an inevitable downfall. The Ninjaman that once captivated the world now faced the harsh reality of his choices, leaving him with a shattered legacy and a broken public image. Net worth breakdown. Ninjaman's rise to fame brought with it a lucrative career, but the downfall that followed left his financial situation in shambles. At his peak, Ninjaman was one of the highest-paid dancehall artists, earning substantial amounts for his music, performances, and brand endorsements. He also earned money from merchandise, radio appearances, and live shows, all of which helped him amass a fortune during his most successful years. However, his legal troubles and the toll they took on his career significantly affected his net worth. As he faced multiple court battles, including the murder charges that led to his conviction, Ninjaman's income dwindled. The loss of his major contracts and endorsements, combined with the mounting legal fees, drained his finances. He went from being a celebrated figure in the dancehall community to a man struggling to stay afloat. Ninjaman also faced significant issues with managing his wealth. While he was once able to afford luxury cars, expensive homes, and a lavish lifestyle, much of that was lost during his downfall. Reports suggested that he struggled to maintain his once opulent lifestyle, with properties being seized and his assets diminishing over time. Today, Ninjaman's net worth is far lower than it was during the peak of his career, with estimates ranging from a few $100,000s to less. His downfall not only took away his fame, but also much of the wealth he had accumulated over the years. From lavish homes and cars to a steady stream of income, Ninjaman's financial situation is now a shadow of what it once was. His story serves as a harsh reminder of how quickly fortune and fame can slip away when personal choices and external factors take a toll. From the streets to the stage, Ninjaman's journey was one for the history books. But what do you think led to his downfall? Was it his bold persona, his rise to fame, or something more hidden behind the scenes? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button so you never miss a deep dive into the lives of those who shaped music history. Stay tuned for our next video, where we uncover the tragic story of Malcolm Marshall, the abandoned house, his untimely death, and the wealth he left behind. You won't want to miss this.